this is every single Indiana Jones Lego set there is. The scene that started it all, the boulder chase. Some of the best highlights is when you steal the idol. Oh no, the rocks come crashing down and Indiana Jones falls. But actually he escapes and he's able to dodge past the spears that fly out to try to kill him and escape the boulder and narrowly dodge the spikes. I would say this is the most wanted Indiana Jones Lego set because it is the most iconic Indiana Jones theme. And I almost forgot, it also comes with a water airplane. Next up is a very little $10 Lego set back in the day, which is Cairo. So it had Indiana Jones. This, I think, is one of the only Indiana Joneses where he has his tan shirt, but it was basically Indiana Jones, this little market, and the cart with Miriam in it. And so what I've done is added it to my desert area when I was a little kid. I absolutely loved this buff minifigure who was beating up Indiana Jones. And he came in this large airplane. And if you've seen Indiana Jones, you know the sad tale of the buff minifigure. So sadly, my man, he goes bye-bye. We've got our little vehicle and our bigger vehicle. The best part of this plane is this is a one giant Lego piece. So basically the whole aircraft is one big Lego piece. So there's just a few pieces to kind of accent it. And this is actually how I display my Lego on the wall. So typically it goes all the way up there. I just have it sitting on the wall right there. To continue Indy's adventure, he has to take on 2 trucks. And they had the Ark of Covenant, but they ended up finding out it was only treasure. So not quite what Indy was going for. But this set definitely captures the scene in essence well, because there is the big vehicle and then the smaller vehicle kind of to set up this military brigade. Now, what would be really cool is if you got a whole bunch of these sets and just you have this full military brigade just going by, but these 2 definitely really capture it. And one of the unique things of this set is how they did these wheels. Like, look at this. It's kind of some indented wheels. So I haven't seen that on too many Lego out there. And then also this fabric piece. I love it that they just utilize some fabric to capture that curvature that normal Lego doesn't quite achieve. Wrapping up the Raiders of the Lost Ark Lego sets, we have the one with the Lost Ark. And this is when Indy and Miriam are attacked by, well, not exactly attacked, but thrown into the snake pit and are able to discover the Ark. And this set also has these pillars that fall and knock through the walls, because that's how Miriam and Indiana Jones are able to escape. So this set actually covers so much within such a small amount. It has all the key attributes and parts of the scene from the movie all intertwined within this little Lego set. And I just wanted to point out this little Easter egg. There were only 2 sets from the Temple of Doom, one of which was the Shanghai Chase with Suit Indy, Showgirl Willie, and my friend Short Round. It also came with 2 of these bad guys, and sadly I'm missing one. And the second Temple of Doom set is thankfully the Temple of Doom. And I absolutely love the minifigure selection in this set. We have 3 unique guards to the Temple of Doom and that one priest guy. And then the Indiana Jones that we get with this is one of my favorite. It's the sleeveless Indiana Jones with when he just has his just tan shirt, so he doesn't have his jacket. And then he also has a sword and a pistol. And Willie, and lastly, Short Round. And because Willie's got the best scared face, let's send her down the old rickety minecart. Oh, that is definitely good reason to be scared. Okay, let's put her back and hopefully she doesn't die so much. Woo! With that wrapping up the Temple of Doom, we get to head into the Last Crusade, where we have some phenomenal aircrafts. These are some of my favorite planes Lego has made. They just look so old that they're the classics. So that was Indy's plane and his dad's. And then this one is awesome. Watch this. So as he's flying, say he gets shot down by Indiana Jones, boom, and then he crash lands. That is amazing features. This plane is meant to break apart and be reassembled very easily. And you just push down right there and boom, shakalaka, the wings explode. Now, I honestly think this is the best play features I've seen in a Lego set, like ever. And then Indy's plane has a few bullet holes right here, of course, so that is able to easily fall off as well because he got shot down. Of course it's gonna fall. And then in here we got a storage compartment where Indy keeps all his stuff and his father keeps his suitcase. It is tucked, packed full of everything Indiana Jones owns. His satchel, which is classic, his whip, of course, and then his pistol. The motorcycle chase is a small but mighty set. You know what I'm starting to realize? Every Indiana Jones Last Crusade set is a chase scene, because here we are in the Vienna chase. And now the best part are there the two boats, which look really good. They capture the essence of the Vienna style so eloquently, and that when the ships get blown up, they definitely get blown up. And then how does this one blow up again? I think it's right here. When someone hops down right here and triggers the pressure plate. Pa-ka-pow. So both ships end in a very large disaster. Okay, let's clean this all up again. But let's blow these ships up one more time for good measures. Overall, the play features in this set are amazing. And let's not forget the minifigures. We have Indiana Jones in his Professor Jones suit, Elisa, and the Grail Guards. The LEGO group created the Indiana Jones theme because the 4th movie came out. So these were coming out in 2008 in the same time as the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. There were a lot of sets. This has the most sets of all themes of all the movies. So we have right here the Peru Jungle Plain. So that was a full set in itself. And because they all took place in the jungle, I made myself a jungle diorama. We have the Graveyard Attack, which comes out into the jungle where we have created our little camp. And I wanted to recreate that one scene where the soldier is taken off by a whole bunch of ants. And then around the corner, we have Indy being chased by the jungle cutter, which is cutting through a couple of trees. And I really like how they are falling mid-cut. And then this little table did come in the tent set. And back here we have the boat. There's a tree fort that the boat is running into, and they are being chased by another soldier. And this just has like a whole bunch of the elements from many of the different sets. Funny fact, as I was building this diorama, I was not trying to only include Kingdom of the Crystal Skull sets, but it just kind of so happened to be because most of them all take place in the jungle. And kind of funny, no other Indiana Jones sets are of the jungle except over here, the original Boulder Chase. And I do hope to incorporate that sometime into the jungle diorama and make a much, much larger jungle diorama. And the last set is the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I know what you're thinking. That is very much not built. So this calls for a story time. So I bought this set on eBay expecting to be able to build it, and as I was building it, the pieces are in just such of a condition I've never seen before, where they will not stick to each other. I'm trying to find some pieces that were just popping off, but I'm serious. I was just stacking these bricks together, and it's like oh, you can kind of see right there, it's coming apart a little bit, but they would not stay. Okay, these may pop off just slightly. So imagine you build the whole temple and then it all starts kind of falling apart like that, just unsqueezing itself ever so slightly. It can get to be quite annoying. And here's a picture from lego.com of what the set is actually supposed to look like.